Yo, welcome everybody. Welcome back to the Titan Premier Practice Scrims here that Panda Events are hosting. As you know, I have been casting them here, and we have quite a few teams in here. We have the likes of Almost There, Dauntless, Dope Esports, ZeroFoxGiven, MANIC, Skills of Mind, Straight Out of NEPAL, Team Aces, RageBait, ThirdEye, Golden Eagles NA, 02, 4 Sexy Frogs, Rain Esports, as well as GNX Esports. Those are your list of teams that are playing tonight for the top prize tonight. And as well as, I hope you guys do enjoy the stream. Appreciate, you guys coming by, stopping by the stream and supporting these teams as well as me. So let's see how this goes. Can't wait to see all the action between all these teams, especially these premier teams. Which team is going to be looking to be the most outstanding team here tonight and everything like that. So with further being said, we shall see how this goes here for this first match, which should be starting here in just a sec. So if you have any questions or anything, please do ask in chat, and I'll try answer them myself as quick as possible. And yeah, we shall be seeing how this first game goes. As you know, a lot of these teams have been at the level of, in PMSL Americas, and everything like that. So I have high hopes for some of these teams, well, all these teams, and I want to see who is going to be willing to give it their all to take the top spot here. And yeah, best of luck to them all. I got some teams I'm rooting for, but if you're rooting for any teams yourself, do root for them. As I do believe we're just waiting on a couple players to get in here in the meantime. Alrighty. We are going to be started here now. So let's see how this goes. As first game is going to be Aaron Go. So let's see how this first game goes, and best of luck to these teams. And as well as, we shall see who's going to be looking to take first game of the day, and which teams are going to be more consistent throughout the day, as we are going to be spectating the likes of Almost There first. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Alrighty guys, let's take a look and see how this playing path is going to go here, as it is going to start off from the south, the military island there, going all the way up just past Stauber there. So let's see how this goes, and let's see what early fights we do get here and everything like that. So yeah. Let's see how this goes, as everybody's going to be starting to drop out here now. Let's take a look around. Already having teams jumping out here at the beginning. We have Team Aces and Rain down here on military, so we might see a fight going on with them, as well as we have a couple teams over here heading towards Milta, as we have RageBait and the likes of straight out of NEPAL here, straight out of NEPAL being a trio, as well as RageBait being a trio. Cloudy, Bread, and LWJ here. For RageBait, we have Frankie, Spence, and Wolf here. What's good, Six? Welcome to the stream. Shall wait and see if this fight does break out here, or if a team is going to look to just loot up and get out of here. And once the zone does pop, as it does pop, they are a little closer to center zone. If they do break out in a fight, we might see the likes of Xtreme Slayers, who might look to run into them. We do have 0-2 and the likes of 4 Sexy Frogs right next to one another. Baton looted up with the AUG and Pump there. Just a little close here. Needs to be careful not to be spotted by 4 Sexy Frogs, which they are a little split up. Coco Joy a little low on HP here. Needs to be a little careful, as well as QC77. Needs to be careful as well, being out in the open. No helmet, just a level 3 vest. Coops is going to be looking to pick up Baton right now with a buggy here. So, shall see how that goes, as shots are going to start coming out their way. Baton going to get knocked there. Coops is going to look to try and save him there, but they're not going to be able to do so. Coops saying, hey, you guys shot my teammates, so we're going to look to take a fight here. As he does look towards QC, he does get that knock. He's going to look for the thirst immediately there and hop into his buggy, trading off. Now looking to get out of dodge. He's aware of Coco Joy. As now they're going to be looking to play this aggressive here, possibly. Did lose Baton. They still have Wancho, Coops, and Salty here. They're possibly just going to look to push on to Coco Joy. They're possibly going to hear him driving a little right there, as they're probably wanting to take early fights, looking to play aggressive. Wancho in his UAZ. Need to be careful to keeping Salty alive. Wancho C swap up in here. Now getting tagged up by the M249. Gonna look to hop out of his car and start to heal up with the bandages. We have Lux, Coco Joy, and Gino here. Nades are starting to come out the way from Coco Joy. Coco Joy going to look to take another angle here for the meantime. On to 0-2. They are more in the center of zone, so we'll see how that goes. Coops going to be careful here. Somewhat aware that someone has moved a little left of them, trying to get an angle. So he's going to play this more cautiously. Just going to look to move around. Try to continue looting here. Get some more meds. Maybe even an angle on to Coco Joy. Coco Joy not going to be able aware of Coops being on the backside here, as they are a 2-1 split right now. So if they can get a knock on to Coco Joy, they could possibly make the push up onto Lux and Chino. They do have cars. Salty a little out here as well on an angle with these crates. Wancho gonna look to take the buggy and possibly swing out wide to get an angle onto these players, as they're holding that ridge line, which gonna give him some info here, as well as maybe he's gonna go look to loot Baton's crate here, or just get a wide angle for the meantime for 0-2. Possibly take the compound from them. But 4 Sexy Frogs being aware, spraying him down with that M249. Who is that with the M249 over here? I think that is going to be Lux here. Lux with the M249. Spraying Wancho down there. As now the rest of 0-2 looking to push up onto the hill here now. Taking it from 4 Sexy Frogs. Coops is going to be the one to look to do so. Going to look to maybe try to keep his car safe as Coco needs to be a little careful as Wancho possibly could spot him out and start taking some shots. And that's what's going to happen here. Coco down to 1 HP. Needs to be a little careful here as now the rest of the players are going to start taking some shots towards his way. Coco trying to heal up now as Wancho spraying him down, getting him back down to 1 HP. Spraying their car, making it smoke. So it's going to be harder to start rotating out of there unless they grab the likes of 0-2's cars here. This is the only action as of right now. Coops trying to get his car unstuck, trying to keep it safe for now. Possibly going to look to maybe make a crash here soon. Or just keep this car safe as Golden Eagles and XForce now getting into a fight. Valak getting knocked. Looking to possibly be revived. 24 not too far. Daisy is knocked as well. 24 going to look to go for the reset onto Valak. Fate just right ahead here, throwing a nade. Riven throwing a nade as well. That's going to connect onto Fate. Golden Eagles going to look to make the push in. That's going to be Riven looking to push in, get the thirst, and get the revive onto his teammate. As now the rest of XForce going to be looking to push up. That's going to be 24K here, throwing a molly in. And Golden Eagles being on the other side, not getting tagged from that molly. 24K. Needs to be a little careful here, as the other players could possibly spot him out. As Riven does hop out. Fear dies. Riven. All three here. Kuda a little bits away on another angle. Valak being revived, being healed up. Remix a bits away as now 0-2 and 4 Sexy Frogs continuing on to their fight. Remix more pushed up here is aware of Riven. We're going to push on over here towards 4 Sexy Frogs and 0-2 as Coops, Wancho, and Salty making a push up here. Lux going to get spotted there by Coops. Coops looking to pull out the pump here to take on Lux and Chino. Bison in hand. Golden Eagles and XForce continuing on their fight. 24K going to be eliminated there. Now just down to Valak and Remix. Coops going to be looking to move around. They're aware. They're going to be more aware of Chino now being on the angle. As that's going to be 4 Sexy Frogs eliminated. We're going to head back over here towards XForce now. XForce just down to Remix and Valak here. This is going to be a lot harder to take against the likes of Golden Eagles. No doubt in mind they could win it. But losing Fate in 24K like they did, not the best. As Fear and Riven looking to pick up Riven. UBZ in hand. Remix trying to take the fight as Rain Esports and Team Aces now taking the fight as well. As Remix having the new UMP skin here. Gonna be looking to take the fight. Yeah, he's aware of players pushing in here. Gonna pick up the knock there. Gonna maybe look for the thirst as well onto Fear. And maybe start focusing onto Riven now. Riven looking to try to push up. Valak looking to take the 1v1 as well. Needing to be careful here. DP and Ace in his hand. Riven trying to push up onto him as well. Kuda in the 3-stack right now. Gonna look to try and push up. Valak gonna start looking to push towards Riven's way right now. As it's gonna turn around onto Kuda. Now just down to Remix. That's going to be XForce eliminated there by the likes of Golden Eagles, Rain Esports, and Team Aces looking to get into a fight as well. Rain picking up an elimination. That's going to be bot with that elimination. As we have Drago, Avatar, Sada, and Kaiser. Kaiser being the first one eliminated. Looking towards bot's direction. Bama Boys all the way on top. AK UMP. The long reach not being in his favor. That's now Dauntless and Skills of Mine looking to get into a fight. That's going to be Chinook. Getting eliminated there by Dark. Dark going to look for that first elimination. As now Dauntless might look to start playing aggressive here towards the rest of Skills of Mine. As AZ, Silas, and Shoyan looking to rotate away as Dope Esports here. Just the duo looking to pick off players from the likes of GNX Esports. Just down to Ski, Tempa, and 38. 12 being eliminated there. Drago picking up that first elimination for the team for the meantime, as they're going to be looking to maybe start playing aggressive here even more. First zone does pop. Keeping military base still in so the Rain and Team Ace's fight can continue on. But Xtreme Slayers and RageBait looking to hold on a fight. Havoc looking to take some shots towards Heineman there from MANIC. As MANIC are looking to chase down Dope Esports here. They want a piece of Dope Esports, the duo. They want these eliminations. As we do see the center of the map being occupied here by 0-2 RageBait. But 0-2 need to be a little careful here as Coops being pulled up on just as a solo. As the duo of Dope Esports pushing in. Coop's going to look to drop down, pushing towards Havoc. Going to drop down to the bottom floor here as he waits for his teammates to push in here. Shot's going to start coming out. He's going to get the knock onto Drago. Look for the thirst immediately. As the rest of 0-2 making the push up here. They need to be careful of the third party from away. That's going to be Xtreme Slayers. As Coops looking to heal up just a little bit. Actually looking to cook up a nade right now to throw onto the likes of Havoc. Havoc picking up a knock onto Wancho. As now Salty's possibly going to look for that revive. Xtreme Slayers and RageBait getting into a fight as well here. Coops being careful of nades. Nades coming out from Havoc. Havoc going to jump down. Havoc going to get the knock there. As now it is just down to Havoc here. As that's going to be 0-2 eliminated 1v3 there by the likes of Havoc. As now Xtreme Slayers looking towards RageBait's way. Having Moso knock, looking for that hill up onto him there. Poppy Sour going to pick up that revive onto Moso. Legend, Yayuya, Poppy Sour, and Moso. Legend getting a molly thrown towards his way from RageBait. That's going to be Cloudy being the one throwing the util out for the meantime here. So we shall see how this continues to go. GNX 38 going to lose a player there as well. This fight looking to continue on. But Cloudy aware of Poppy Sour. Bread going to get knocked there by Poppy Sour. Poppy Sour looking to cook up another nade here to throw onto Bread there. As Xtreme Slayers are looking to maybe try to play a little aggressive here. As Cloudy looking to need to push back here. Moso going to look to push up a little bit with the Murado here. As his teammates are looking to throw out some smoke. Scouting out up ahead right now. Straight out of NEPAL and almost there, not too far away. Cloudy looking to maybe push up to get the revive onto Bread. Moso continuing to scout out as Team Aces and Rain continuing on their fight, trading off. Poppy Sour going to look for a wide angle here. Bread being spotted there by Yayuya. Yayuya not being able to get the full confirmation as Poppy Sour going out wide for a different angle here for a team. They get that thirst there. Legend does get knocked. Legend behind cover, so they do need to be a little careful. Havoc takes some shots towards GNX Esports. Legend going to be looking to be revived. Cloudy and LWJ in the compound across from Poppy Sour. Poppy Sour needs to be a little careful here now. So let's head on in here to ZeroFoxGiven as Skills of Mind. Looking to make a crash down here right onto them. Silas missing out onto that. But Shoyoung gonna get knocked though. Now just down to Silas and AZ. Skills of Mind just down to a duo now. As ZeroFoxGiven looking to throw these nades right on them. Cielo looking to back up just a little bit. Xtreme Slayers and RageBait continuing on their fight. AZ, Shoyoung, and Silas trying to stay alive. Let's head on over here back towards Xtreme Slayers. AZ gonna get re-knocked. Shoyoung thirsted there. ZeroFoxGiven looking to take out Skills of Mine. As that's gonna be RageBait eliminated there as well. Let's head on over here towards ZeroFoxGiven. All up. Full squad. Cielo, Bot, the Kid, and Jazzy. Havoc here looking towards MANIC. Sway now. Picking another elimination. Trying to be alive here, keeping his team up, as well as trying to not to die right now. as just a solo. Shall see how this goes for Dope Esports. 5 eliminations. Truly don't know if their points are going to count here due to them just being a duo. But we shall wait and see. GNX Esports just down to Tempa and Ski. As Golden Eagles looking to push towards Xtreme Slayers. Poppy Sour in the compound by himself, waiting for his teammates to possibly provide some support as they look to do so. Dice, Kuda, and Riven, only 3 up for Golden Eagles, as they did lose the likes of Fear, as Dice is looking to throw a nade out towards Poppy Sour. Poppy Sour needs to look to try and make a pushback towards his teammates, as needing to be careful here. It's now Dauntless looking to make a push up onto GNX Esports, as now it's just down to the likes of Ski there, I believe, or Tempa. As now Panda pushed up. Aurora gonna get knocked there by the likes of Havoc. So they're gonna look for that revive onto Casper there. Panda looking to cook up these nades now. Is it gonna be primed there? Molly's coming out his way as well. Tempa throwing out all his util onto the stairways. Dauntless trying to stay alive. Xtreme Slayers now getting third party by almost there. We're going to stay right here onto Dauntless for right now. Rain and Team Aces keeping up to their fight. Dark gonna look to cook up a nade here as well now. Gonna look to maybe throw it through the window there, out the door, as Tempa is more further back. Having a pump and an M4 there. Nades continuing going out, and that's going to be GNX Esports eliminated. Casper going to get the final blow there. That's Havoc here, looking back towards MANIC here now. Xtreme Slayers, let's head on over their way, as they're going to continue on with the action over here. Moso, Poppy, Sour, and Yayuya. Golden Eagles going to take a knock there. That's going to be Riven getting knocked, as now Xtreme Slayers are going to possibly start playing aggressive here, as Moso looking to start to maybe push up. Frozen taking those shots towards him. So we shall see how this goes. As Riven getting re-picked up. Poppy Sour staying in the corner right now. Not trying to stay grouped up here. Smoke's going to start coming out. Frozen, let's head on towards his way. As he does start getting shot at, that's going to be Spence over here. Frankie with 2 eliminations already. Zone looking to close in. Rain and Team Aces continuing on to their fight here. Drago and Avatar, the last 2. Avatar going to get knocked there by Centron. Drago looking to heal up for now, as they're going to continue eating Zone, as Zone is going to be making them look to cross the bridge now. Drago looking going to take the fight here against Bot right now. Bot with the S12. Drago, AK in his hand, needing to be careful playing on the hills. Not going to help him here. He's going to hop into the car as they continue to shoot. Drago's going to be 1 HP, as that's going to be Team Aces eliminated by the likes of Rain. Rain not losing a player there. Looking to pick up Echo right now. They're going to be looking to cross 4 eliminations already here with that fight going as long as it did. Yayuya here getting his car a little stuck there as they continue to stay in the zone. Dauntless going to possibly maybe push out towards the likes of Havoc possibly and take his compound, but we shall see. ZeroFoxGiven's going to be looking to move in from the north side. ThirdEye as well. Just a duo. Gucci and Jazz possibly going to be looking to move down. Car about to blow up here, so they're going to have to get out, as that's going to be ThirdEye eliminated there to their own car explosion. ZeroFoxGiven looking to make a push in now here from the north side. A little close by towards straight out on NEPAL there. Frankie and Wolf not too far away. They're going to hear those cars, but they need to be a little careful because they are a little split from Spence. Spence looking to try to hold off, almost there, as MANIC looking their way towards ZeroFoxGiven. Now, straight on NEPAL might be able to see them here soon if they were to look their way, as they need to be careful of MANIC taking some shots towards ZeroFoxGiven right now, trying to suppress them from possibly pushing down onto them. As almost there, might be looking to keep Spence trying to, you know, execute Spence here, keeping him excellent from his team. That's Meowie now looking to throw some nades straight out of the Paul. Now looking to show some support here. Wolf with the suppressor on the M4, looking towards almost there right now, as Frankie's going to look to maybe push up. That's going to be ZeroFoxGiven looking to maybe make the push up here onto straight on the Paul. The kid here by himself right now, 2 out of the 3 eliminations, but Golden Eagles looking their way as well. The kid maybe going to be looking to make the crash here. They do look to do so. Zoom going to get knocked there. Get the knock onto Wolf there, as Kid with the S12 needing to be careful of the backside, as that's going to be Dice picking up the knock, as now the rest of ZeroFoxGiven going to get a knock in thirst. More than likely going to lose the Kid, but going to get that thirst there, as now Spence being the last player alive here for the likes of straight out of the Paul, facing up against almost there the full squad. Nades coming out his way, going to be taken down to 1 HP. Dauntless looking to make a push out towards Rain here. Klaus needing to be a little careful here, as the likes of Rain just right ahead of them at the gas station. A little split up though, so they do need to be a little careful. Centron looking to make it out of the gas station here. Klaus looking to continue, maybe cooking a nade, gonna cancel there, as Dauntless looking to take that away. As Xtreme Slayers looking their way as well. Rain needing to be careful because almost there. Going to be looking to make their way in. Legend going to get knocked there by Rain. Almost there. Going to be looking to change their focus to Rain Esports. Centron going to get spotted there by Meowie. Meowie going to be looking to take those shots towards him. Tagging him up down to 1 HP right now. As MANIC and ZeroFoxGiven looking to take a fight as well. ZeroFoxGiven getting a knock there onto Vortex. Vortex looking to be revived. Meowie picking up a knock there onto Rain Esports. Rana going to be looking to go ahead of their teammates, as almost there. Going to be looking to make the push onto Rain. As Meowie picking up a knock onto Bot. As almost there. Looking to make the push up here right now. Rain taking 2 knocks. Picking up a knock onto Wiz. Nades coming out here. Echo. Bama Boys low on HP. Third parties from Xtreme Slayers, as these nades continue on onto their own teammates. Almost there. They're going to be eliminated there. Centron looking to try and stay alive. Bama Boys getting the resets here onto his teammates right now. Xtreme Slayers trying to hold on to their compound. Dauntless looking towards the way of Havoc. That's going to be Dark over there on the outskirts, as MANIC going to be looking their way as well. As Xtreme Slayers want the elimination onto Dope. Rana's going to get knocked there by the likes of Golden Eagles. ZeroFoxGiven looking to make a push in here from the backside, as Golden Eagles continuing on, taking the shots towards MANIC and Havoc here. Vortex going to get knocked there by Havoc as well. Havoc looking to heal up, as Klaus is looking to make the push up from the backside. Klaus needing to be careful here as well. Going to be pushing up with a nade in hand right now, as Havoc throwing out nades towards him as well. As that nade's going to go up, and that's going to connect, almost fully getting him there. As nades coming out his way here. Rana going to get thirsted there. Havoc going to be looking for the reset right now, as Klaus looking to move around. As Dauntless holding the center of zone right now. Xtreme Slayers needing to make their push in, as well as Rain. Bama Boy's going to get the knock there onto Dark. Bama Boy's going to get spotted though. That's going to be Panda and Casper here on the balcony. Casper's looking through the small cracks there. Havoc still staying alive here, facing off against the likes of MANIC. Xtreme Slayers looking towards Rain right now, as well as Dauntless. As Riven does get knocked there by Cielo. Cielo from ZeroFoxGiven right now, looking to try to keep the team up here. But as Rain going to be spotted here by Xtreme Slayers. Xtreme Slayers taking those shots. Cielo going to be eliminated there by Golden Eagles. Rain needing to make a move from that beach line, as now they look to do so. Taking a lot of shots there. Dauntless is going to get a knock there onto Legend. Possibly not going to be able to get that there, as the likes of Xtreme Slayers need to make their way in here. Havoc going to be eliminated by the likes of MANIC. Dauntless holding the center of zone, going to look to start taking out some shots or nades there actually to the likes of Xtreme Slayers. Golden Eagles eliminated there by Xtreme Slayers. 5 eliminations to their name. Rain throwing out all their smokes right now. Needing to move out towards these teams. Xtreme Slayers looking for the reset. MANIC also looking to get their reset onto their duo. Might look at third party, the likes of Xtreme Slayers and Dauntless here. OUTTA getting healed up. Now Rain looking to make a push up here on to Dauntless. Klaus pulling out the nades here. That's going to be 2 of Rain. Not Klaus going to start throwing those nades onto the likes of Rain. Taking out Centron. Knocking Bama Boys. Gonna look to throw another nade onto these fallen players, as now they're just down to bot. Echo gonna get thirsted. Bama Boys still not. Klaus gonna look to play this divot right now, as MANIC are on his left side. He needs to be a little careful there, as now he's gonna be a little more aware. Gonna throw some smokes up. Gonna spot Hoodie. Gonna get the knock there as well as the thirst, as now he's gonna look to heal up here to try to avoid the nades from Vortex. As Vortex has to move out. As Bama Voice does get thirsted. Now he's aware of bot. He has one more nade. Is it going to be the money nade here now? On to bot. As he does throw it out. Bot looking to move out. Bot going to get tagged up below half HP. That's going to be Rain Esports. All in Klaus's bag right now. Klaus now going to be looking more aware of Vortex. Vortex possibly going to get spotted here by Panda. Does Panda spot him there? He sure does. And that's going to be MANIC eliminated. Now it's just down to a 3v3. Panda needs to be careful of the likes of Poppy, Sour, and Moso. Moso on the house there. Moso low on HP. Poppy, Sour going to get knocked there by Panda. As Moso being 2 tunnel vision there. That's going to be Klaus getting the second knock onto Xtreme Slayers. Now just down to Yaoyuya. Yaoyuya holding the shed right now. Klaus a little low on HP. Yaoyuya going to start to take some shots there. Yaoyuya going to hop in the car. Klaus going to jump down. And that's going to be Dauntless taking the first game here with a handful of eliminations going towards their way. Picking up 13 eliminations. Dauntless taking the first game here. Amazing execution there towards the end. They may have lost Dark, but they made up for it there, picking up the win and more eliminations. Xtreme Slayers taking second there with 5 eliminations. MANIC taking third with 2. Rain Esports going out in fourth with 7 eliminations. Not a bad start for them, but taking too long to execute the fight on Team Aces. Not what you really want to see. Maybe try to get the fight done a little quicker to make their way across, to get themselves set up for that late game instead of using all their meds there in the play zone. As Golden Eagles being taken out in 5th there with 9 eliminations. Dope going out in 6th as a duo with 5 eliminations. ZeroFoxGiven making it up into the 7th place there with 5 eliminations. Almost there, going out in 8th with 2 straight out on the pole, missing up on that top 8 there with 2 eliminations. Now we take a look at the rest of the results here now. As now we take a look at the bottom here for Sexy Frogs. Gonna be the first team eliminated here, going out with 1 elimination to their name. Now we're gonna take a look at stars of the match. As Klaus is going to be going all out, 6 eliminations, Moso with best companion, and then Panda with the finisher as well. So that's going to be game number 1 there, done and dusted. We're going to be right back for game number 2, as we are going to be heading into Miramar, so do stay tuned for that. And yeah, we'll be right back, so do stay tuned for the rest of the stream, and I hope you guys do enjoy the rest. Alrighty, guys, we're going to be getting into game number 2 here in just a sec now, as we should have everybody in the room here that is supposed to be. Maybe some players missing here and there, but we shall see how this goes. As you know, as you see in game number 1 there, Dauntless taking game number 1, but hey, let's see how the rest of these games go. There's still 3 more games on the line for tonight. So, let's see how that goes for all these teams and players. Yeah. So, let's continue to see how the rest of these game goes, especially this next one, as we're going to be headed into the Miramar. And as everybody should know, Miramar is going to be more of the harder map to navigate, unless you're some of these teams that, you know, have it semi down, like where you know how to drive through the map, the hills, the bumps, everything, being careful of like not flipping and everything like that. But we should see how this goes for game number 2. Best of luck to all of them. And yeah, I appreciate how these fights are going, not gonna lie. I enjoy watching them. It is amazing to watch these fights and see all the action happen. So yeah. Let's see how further this continues to go with all the action and fights, and as well as see if Dauntless, the winners of the first game, if they're gonna look to continue playing consistent, and let's see if the likes of these other teams like Xtreme Slayers, are they gonna look to try and play more aggressive to try and get a win as well, get in second place. I mean, it's not too bad, but you know, obviously they're gonna want more, especially these teams like MANIC making it up there in the top 3, Rain making it up into that top 4, top 5 being, who was top 5? It was almost there, I believe, in top 5 were Golden Eagles. But these teams playing aggressive more towards the end game, picking up those elims, instead of, like, for example, no harsh to Rain Esports, but like staying out in the play zone like you did, it's gonna make it harder for yourself for that more in-game, those fights. I mean, yeah, they took the fight with almost there, replenished some of their stuff that they lost in the play zone while taking the fight with Team Aces. Like it's not bad to have a long fight, because at the end of the day, you win that fight, and then if you end up making it into that top 4 and picking up even more, a couple more elims, it isn't bad. I mean, you get 4 placement points, and depend on top of how many kills you have, and you know, it just keeps adding up throughout the day or night. You know, it's not bad, but definitely want to get that fight done quicker, especially since you can to set yourself up for the end game, make it into the zone, set yourself up for that end game, pick up even more kills, and just, yeah, maybe even try to win the game like Dauntless did, taking that compound on the side of Xtreme Slayers, and just, you know, taking out everybody around them, especially after losing Dark. But yeah, we shall see how that continues to go for these teams. And yeah, the plane is going to start more on the west side here, just above Valle de Mar, going all the way through Impala there, just over there by the East Islands there. It's going to be more of a southern plane path here, but we shall see how it goes, and if these teams are going to look to go up north, if their drop spots are up there, and we shall see what teams are going to look to try and make this their game, especially after having a bad game or just an alright game for the first game, and see if those top teams are going to look to continue having a good game. But it's all due to time. We shall wait and see as we wait for everybody to jump out here. And yeah. So let's see how this goes here. Let's head on over here towards Skills of Mine and MANIC Ari looking to take a fight here. AZ a little low. Shoyoung, GNX, Silas, and AZ here. MANIC a little spread out right now, as AZ does get knocked there by Rana. AZ being isolated there. 4 Sexy Frogs and ThirdEye get into a fight as well right now. Silas, GNX, and Shoyoung here. ThirdEye and 4 Sexy Frogs taking their fight, as 4 Sexy Frogs taking out ThirdEye there. ThirdEye going to be the first team eliminated, as there's ZeroFoxGiven here as well. Possibly going to be looking at third-party skills on mine. Continue on their fight. GNX is going to get knocked just down to Silas and Shoyoung. Shoyoung going to pick up a knock there onto MANIC there. GNX looking to try and call out where the players are. Harmon with the MK14. Shoyoung with the mini and pump there. Looking to try and avoid other shots here, as Rana and Vortex looking to push out. Shoyoung looking towards Harmon. Quick fire there, as RageBait and Golden Eagles looking to get into the fight as well. Hoity getting thirsty there. Shoyoung looking to try to get out of there, but that's going to be Harmon getting the knock, as now it's just down to Silas here. Skills of mine not looking to have another game here. Silas missing all those shots. They're connecting with one. Vortex looking his way. That's going to be Vortex down to 1 HP. RageBait and Golden Eagles continue on. Silas getting pushed up on. Harmon from the side there, picking him off. And so we're going to head over here towards RageBait and Golden Eagles here. Bread and LWJ, last one's up, as GNX Esports looking to push up onto MANIC there. Picking up a knock. That's going to be 12 there. Looking towards the likes of MANIC. Not looking to push there either. But we're going to head on over here towards RageBait. As Golden Eagles now just down to Riven, Dies, and Fear. All split up though. Bread pushed in on truck stop. Needs to be a little careful here not to get isolated, as LWJ by himself. Cloudy picking up Elam on to Golden Eagles and A as well here. But they need to be careful on not giving some eliminations here on to Golden Eagles. Bread holding the K9 with the April Fool scope here. Looking towards Dies, where Dies looking to push out. He has the explosive boat, and K9 needs to be careful of his backside. That's going to be Riven getting the knock and Thirst immediately. They're picking up their second Elam. Can he get the third on to RageBait? Shall wait and see, as LWJ looking to make that push up towards their way. So shall see how this goes. As Fear over here not too far. Possibly going to start hearing those footsteps here soon. So we shall see how this goes. As he is going to start hearing those footsteps from RageBait, the last player. Now the rest of Golden Eagles going to be looking to push up. Riven, can he finish off the 1v3? On to RageBait here. Shall wait and see, as Dies looking to throw a nade here. LWJ gonna get naded there, as that's gonna be RageBait fully wiped out. We're gonna head over here towards the likes of Picado. Zone looking to shift all the way down south, looking to favor more that way. ZeroFoxGiven and 4 Sexy Frogs here, looking to maybe take a fight with one another. We do have 0-2 and almost there, right next to one another. So shall see how that goes for them, as you might see that fight look to happen here soon, possibly, as ZeroFoxGiven and 4 Sexy Frog fight might look to happen as well, but we shall wait and see for the meantime, as 0-2 and almost there. Gonna take a fight, as ZeroFoxGiven picks up a knock there, as almost there, and 0-2 continuing on. Coops and Baton picking up a knock and Thirst. Wiz needing to be careful there, as they're going to possibly start getting chased here by Salty and Coops in the new Bugatti here from 0-2. 0-2 looking to make the chase here. Salty just waiting for the perfect time to take some shots. Coop being cautious with this driving here as 0-2. Baton going to be looking to take the road here. Switching seats on the buggy. Needing to be careful of the rest of almost there. Frozen, not too far away. Wiz possibly trying to drive him into them here as his teammates are just up ahead here. Zoom and Frozen here. Baton making the push-up so far by himself. As Baton going to get knocked and thirsted there. Now just down to Coop, Salty, and Wancho. They're going to look to maybe pass on that as 4 Sexy Frogs and ZeroFoxGiven continuing on. The Kid going to get eliminated there. Bot, AZ, and Jazzy. Last 3 up. Trading off. AZ going to get knocked there. Trying to avoid the likes of the Molly, but the Molly going to be doing the damage as now it's just down the Bot and Jazzy. 4 Sexy Frogs looking to pick up some more eliminations here. So we shall see how this continues to go now and how they're going to execute on top of this here. But watching from the window, he's aware, but we shall wait and see. 0-2, possibly going to be looking to verify onto almost there, taking some shots here as well towards the vehicle, so almost there. Not going to be able to leave here due to the tires being popped. Zoom going to get spotted there by Coops. Coops playing this hillside. He is wanting a knock for sure here. He's wanting to kill the rest of these players, especially after losing Baton there. Baton going out with 1 elimination to his name. It's going to be contribution to the team, but it's for sure not what he is wanting. But shall see how the rest of this game goes for 0-2. Just because they are a trio doesn't mean they're going to be backed out of it all. But shall wait and see here as we wait for the rest of this to finish on happening. As Rain and Dope Esports now looking to get into it as well. We're going to head on over there. Echo going to get thirsty there. Now just down to Bot and Bama Boys. Narjar looking to heal up right now with the first aid. Nade going on towards his way. Needing to use another first aid. Havoc looking to make a push up here as well. Right behind Bama Boys. Bama Boys going to look for the thirst. Going to hop out. Pick up the knock as well. Going to get knocked in return though. Now just down to Bot. Just hitting knock to the play zone. But picking up the knock there onto Bama Boys. Drago and Tensa going to be looking to try to save their teammate. Bot needing to be careful as well. Havoc setting behind the buggy for now. Behind the cover. As he tries to make his way up. Bot looking to push up as well. But that's going to be Drago spotting him. As Tensa's going to be looking to maybe move up the hill. Drago going to look to heal up as Tensa gets the reset. Bama Boy slowly beating out. Bot looking to move up here as well. Onto the hill. Dope Esports though looking to do the same. That's going to be Drago so far right now. Looking to push up. Possibly going to start hearing these footsteps soon from Bot. Just up ahead of him. Looking to maybe throw Molly out here. Unaware that Bot is just right up ahead of him. As Havoc going to look to wrap around Bama. Boys going to bleed out to the play zone. Tensa looking to move up. Havoc going to clear out that side. As Dope making sure they clear out the compound with one another as Bot is more up on the rock. Bot maybe thinking they're trying to push up the rock. But Dope Esports probably being a little more cautious here as Havoc needing to be careful here for right now. Bot moving around. Havoc gonna look to go grab his car as maybe he hears Bot here soon. Gonna smoke it out. Drago and Tensa are going to look to go back for the Murado here. They're going to Murado from Hacienda. Havoc needing to be a little careful here Looting up now. Almost there. Still being surrounded by 0-2. Zone looking to favor down south here. Continuing on. 4 Sexy Frogs taking out ZeroFoxGiven. Shall see how that looks to continuing on. Bot just setting up onto the rock for right now. 0-2 still setting around, almost there completely. Coops looking to try to get on the rock here. Being a Billy Goat, apparently moving up the sides there, as he's going to look to continue on. Salty on the other side. Salty going to start taking some shots there as well. Wancho a little further back, watching their backside. Coops making it up the rock here, looking around, making sure the side is clear, as Golden Eagle's going to be looking to make a move around here. Wancho's going to be the one looking to watching that side, giving out that information, because maybe Golden Eagles are going to be looking to try and third party here, or just start rotating in general up through this way. But once they hear those shots, possibly look at third party, as Coops is possibly going to spot him here soon, as they're going to be rotating down below him. And maybe try and pick up some kills here. So they're looking to loot up. Needs to be careful of almost there. Possibly being able to see him. Coops putting himself in a position. Riven and Fear's right in front of him. Gonna start taking shots to Fear. Gets the knock there. Dies. Looking to make the push up here as well. Riven pushing across to get the reset. Coops now going to be playing these angles right now. Trying to get angle. Almost there. Going to be aware of him being over there as well. Force and Team Aces possibly going to be looking to get into a fight here soon. So we shall see how this continues to play out. For Coops being on this rock, being a little bit away from his team. Dauntless rotating by MANIC there, as well as we do see Bot making his way in. Dope Esports making their way in. 4 Sexy Frogs as well as Zone. Shall see where it looks to favor here, as it does favor towards the likes of Team Aces and XForce. Dauntless now making their fight towards MANIC here. And Klaus, Dart, and Casper here. Klaus getting tagged up there by Vortex. Rana being knocked. Harmon going to get spotted there. Harmon down to 1 HP. That's going to be Dark doing the damage, as Casper looking to make the push-up. Rana going to get ran over there. MANIC still on the outside of zone. Dauntless looking to continue on playing aggressive here, possibly onto the rest of MANIC. MANIC just down to a duo. 4 Sexy Frogs going to be moving in from their backside as well. So we're going to hear those shots. Harmon going to get knocked there by Casper. Panda going to get knocked in return as well, as XP3 and Klaus pushing across. Dark with the new UMP picking up that final elimination. 4 Sexy Frogs continuing on their rotation down south. Klaus possibly going to start seeing those cars as well, as they do start receiving those shots. Going to look to move back up the hill, up and head of 4 Sexy Frogs. As 4 Sexy Frogs are possibly going to try and start moving up this way. As Casper's going to hear Lux there. He does have nades here, so we might see him looking to cook up some nades towards Lux. The car's going to start taking some shots. Lux is going to get knocked by Casper. Casper's going to immediately pull the nades here, as the rest of Dauntless looking to make a push up here. That's going to be Klaus and Dark. Dark going to hop out the car here. Lux getting revived there. Shino going to get the knock onto Dark there. Klaus making a wraparound, getting the knock onto Lux. Shino as well there. As now it is just down to Coco Joy as well as I2C. Dauntless picking up these elims. Dark going to be looking to get revived here. They have enough time to do so to get reset and out of there. Lux is bleeding out right now. Xtreme Slayers and the likes of Straight on the Paul get into it. Almost there in 0-2, continuing on. Moso knocked right now. Lux going to get flushed out there. Straight out on the Paul. Looking for these elims. Now a full squad. They have Zenetsu here with them. Almost there. taking some casualties. Salty staying on this backside right now. Looking towards him. Looking towards Frozen. Frozen slowly bleeding out. Zoom behind the tree. Coops and Wancho also here. Coops going to look to push down off the hill. Looking for another angle right now. Possibly going to look to make the crash here. He does spot Zoom. He's aware of these players being inside. Going to get the knock there onto Wiz. Looks for the thirst onto Zoom. Just down to Frozen now. Coops. He has a molly and nade, but not looking to use it here. Nade's going out towards his way as well. Coops low on HP. Looking to heal up here. He has a nade and molly he could throw in onto this. As he's going to look to throw a molly in onto almost there. As that's going to be almost there. Eliminated by 0-2. That's going to be Coops picking up the 3-piece. Gonna head back over here towards Xtreme Slayers and straight out in the paw. Yeah, Yuya gonna get knocked as well there. Straight out in the paw. Looking to maybe play aggressive here. Leon looking for a different angle here. Poppy Sour. A little aware of him, but being careful of Team Aces as well. Dauntless looking to push up onto the rest of 4 sexy frogs here. As they are in this compound. Need to be careful as they are ratting it out for now. Bot not too far up ahead either. Coco Joy possibly going to start taking those shots towards Casper as they do. Dauntless aware of these players being around here. Looking for these elims up to 5. Believe they heard the footsteps of IQC here. They're going to look to clear it out here. Nades going in as that's going to be IQC. Knocked and thirsted there. As now it's just down to Coco Joy pulling out the pan, getting the thirst immediately. Casper gonna look to hop into the buggy. As now looking to make a push up here. Team Aces, Xtreme Slayers, and straight on the paw continuing on. Casper in the buggy here, moving around. Now he's gonna start taking some shots there from Coco Joy, losing a tire, trying to push up, gonna get himself knocked there. As now the rest of Dauntless pushing up. Klaus switching seats onto Coco Joy, as Klaus is gonna get knocked as well. Now just down to Panda here in the Murado, as Panda making the push up here, gonna push onto Coco Joy, looking for the 1v1. Molly's going out as well, so that's gonna be Coco Joy getting eliminated. XP looking to try to get revived, as that's going to be Dark eliminated there. Klaus going to be looking to be revived next. So we're going to head on over here towards almost there. Golden or Team Aces and Golden Eagles here taking a fight. Sadar knocked right now. Drago going to look to try and pick him up, but XForce looking at third party. Drago going to get knocked there by Remix. Thirsted by Golden Eagles. Possibly Golden Eagles continuing on pushing up here. As Dice going to get knocked there by Kaiser. Kaiser keeping his team alive, putting them on their back right now. Getting the thirst here onto these fallen Golden Eagles players. As Xtreme Slayers and straight out in the paw continuing on to their fight. As they do eliminate all straight out in the paw. Golden Eagles trying to stay alive. Kaiser gonna put the team on his back and take out the likes of Golden Eagles in A. 0-2 and Dope now taking a fight as well. As Tensa looking towards their way. Havoc being the one to do so. Taking out 0-2 once again by himself. As now GNX Esports looking his way. He's 1 HP. Now looking to heal up. Now going to be looking to try to get out of there. As Tensa providing the cover fire right now. Xtreme Slayers and XForce getting into it, as well as Yayuya gets re-knocked there. Once again, XForce is going to be looking to play aggressive here. 3 eliminations already. Fate already up ahead. Fate going to get knocked there. Valak now making the push in here on to Moso. Moso going to look for the thirst there. 24K going to make the C swap. Taking the shots there. Taking out the rest of Xtreme Slayers. Dauntless having the edge of zone right now. Just as a trio. 7 eliminations in the top 6 situation here. Waiting it out. Bot still alive as well for his team. Dope making their way in with 6 eliminations as well. GNX Esports gonna need to make their way in towards them here, as XForce is looking to do the same to take an edge spot here for now to gatekeep. Kaiser looking to try to make his way in as a solo as well. Majority of these teams almost full squads. We have 2 solos, 2 teams as trios, and then a couple teams as full. I think maybe just 1 team as a full squad actually. That's just GNX Esports. They have the man advantage of everybody. If they do take a fight with any of these trio teams, they have the man advantage, but do they have the experience as Remix pulling out the mini, and now the UMP tagging up Tempa. Tempa pushing right back up, as now the rest of XForce looking to chime in on this fight. As they do here, 38 there. 24K trying to be careful there of Kaiser. Kaiser taking those shots, not fully connecting. Now connecting even more. 24K gonna get knocked there by Kaiser. Kaiser picking up the first knock onto XForce. XForce now just down to a duo. They do need to get this reset and make their way further into the zone. GNX Esports getting a helping hand there from Kaiser. Tensa from Dope Esports holding off here. As Dope Esports just holding this compound for now. GNX Esports now looking to make a push down onto XForce here. 12 pushing in. Remix by himself, pulling up the UMP. Gonna get knocked immediately. Now just down to Valak. Kaiser not too far away. 24K being picked up by Valak here, but needing to get the reset here soon, as that's going to be 24K eliminated there to the play zone. Now just down to Valak. Havoc helping out, picking up a knock there onto GNX Esports, looking towards Drago here, looking towards the likes of Dauntless. Dauntless going to be looking to make them way in. Nobody in the zone here right now. Drago looking to try and take some shots for Dauntless. Klaus making his way into the zone immediately here for his team. That's Dope looking towards GNX Esports. Havoc making a push up here. Tensa as well. Klaus is going to get spotted there. Klaus going to look to throw some smokes out for himself now to keep himself alive. Playing this little rigid here. Trying to maybe find some kills onto GNX as Bot taking out Valak there with the DBS. He's aware of the Dope team being on his left. The rest of Dauntless need to make their way in here as Dope Esports pushing up on him. He has 4 nades and a molly he can use here to try and extract the likes of Dope Esports, Panda, and Clout, as well as Casper. All 3 alive, 7 elims to their name. Nades continue to tag up Klaus here. He needs to heal up. Kaiser going to get eliminated there by Bot as well. Picking up another elim for Rain. GNX Esports going to be aware of him. Bot going to be making his way in here. Going to be a sore thumb. GNX Esports chiming in onto the fight. Ski going to get knocked there as well. Drago being on the roof here, trying to provide the help for his team. But Dope Esports going to be extracted here soon from the game. That's now Dauntless looking towards the Wiz. That's going to be Dope Esports eliminated. Klaus looking towards 12. Going to get the knock onto 12. Up to 9 eliminations. That's now looking for the reloads onto their guns, as they're possibly going to start using the nades here soon. Casper looking towards Bot right now, as well as Klaus here, trying to join in, throwing the nades out towards their way here, as that's going to be Klaus picking up the elimination onto Bot. Up to 5 eliminations, half the team's elims. Tempa moving out wide here. Nade's going to start coming out towards GNX Esports as they need to make their way in towards Dauntless here. Cars blowing up, mollies, nades being all thrown out there. GNX Esports needs to move over the ridge here. Tempa swinging out wide right now. Just laying low. Klaus going to look to grab a car to use it for a little more cover here. As they look to blow it up, Klaus needing to be careful moving away from it. Gonna use it as cover as Molly's coming out his way. He's gonna throw some smokes. Casper throwing some nades out. He has 2 more mollies as well as 2 nades to use. He could throw them out. Klaus looking to move around. Does he spot 38 there on that tree? Ski looking to take some more nades thrown out. Ski taken down to 1 HP. 38 behind the tree. Klaus gonna look to throw these nades out now, as GNX Esports needs to make a move. That nade doesn't connect. Casper and Panda looking to hold different angles. Ski gonna get knocked there. Or Casper now looking to use the nades here as he's down to a 1v2. Gonna get the Final elim, as that's going to be Dauntless taking game number 2. Timpa going out to the play zone. And that's going to be Dauntless picking up another 12 eliminations as well as a win. GNX Esports taking second place with 3 eliminations. Rain hopping in third place this time instead of 4th, but with 3 eliminations. Dope hopping into 4th there with 6 eliminations. Team Aces going out in 5th there with 4. XForce going out in 6th with 6 eliminations. Xtreme Slayers going out in 7th with 5. 0-2 going out in 8th with 4. Golden Eagles in A going out in 9th. Missing out on that top 8 there. Let's take a look at the rest of the results here now. As we take a look at the bottom here, ThirdEye going to be the first team eliminated, going out with 0 eliminations to their name. Let's take a look at stars of the match right now. Klaus going all out once again. Believe first game he picked up 6 eliminations as well, if I'm not wrong. It may have been more, like 7 or 8, but close enough, you know. But picking up 6 eliminations onto this game. Panda with best companion, and then Casper with the finisher there. Dauntless taking all 3 stars of the match here. Dauntless looking to be on a roll right now. 2 wins out of 4 so far tonight. There's 2 more games to go. So we shall see how the rest of the night goes as we have 2 more games here. So let's see how it goes. And we'll be right back for game number 3 as we will be heading into Sandhawk next. So yeah. Alrighty, guys, we're going to be getting into the third game here tonight. So far, Dauntless not letting their foot off the gas just yet. Continuing on, picking up their second game of the night. There's still 2 more games. So we shall see how this goes. There was a little bit of extra time added to the our start, but it's not a lot, just a couple minutes. So we shall see how the rest of this night goes, as we have 2 more games to go. But with that being said, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. I hope you guys are enjoying the action that I am covering. I'm trying to cover all the action as much as possible. And just, yeah, let's see how this continues to play out for everybody here tonight. And just look to see how much more Dauntless is going to be looking to do, and all these other teams that are getting up there. Rain continues staying consistent with the placement there. Not much kills, but picking up a 3rd place. GNX Esports hopping into that 2nd place last game. Picking up some more points for themselves to add. Dope Esports as well joining in. And just, yeah, I mean, the point gap right now between all these teams and Dauntless is quite a bit right now. I mean, Dauntless has 45 points. Rain Esports in 2nd with 19. 3rd place going to Xtreme Slayers with 17. Golden Eagles in A with 16. MANIC with 11. Dope Esports with 10. 02 with 10. GNX Esports down to 4 Sexy Frogs, as well as XForce with 9 elims tied up there. That is your top 10 for now. So there are 2 more games. We have Sanok, and then end off the night with another Aaron go. So we shall see how that goes with these next 2 games here, as this game should be starting here just in a minute. We're going to be getting into this game here now. So let's see how this goes for game number 3. So do enjoy. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Alrighty, guys, we're going to take a look at the plane here now, as it is going to start from that west side there of just a little down below Camp Alpha, above ruins there, going past Camp Bravo to the east side there, as now we shall see how this goes. As a lot of these teams are looking to jump out right now, looking to maybe take these early fights. We are going to head down here towards ruins. I do know we are more than likely going to have a hot drop here with Xtreme Slayers and Team Aces here as usual. I'm also going to look for the AK there and start looking to play aggressive here towards Drago, picking up the opening knock there onto Team Aces. Kaiser not too far up ahead of them. Nades going out there, as Moso isn't more aware of Kaiser, as now he is. Kaiser going to get that knock, as Xtreme Slayer is going to be looking to push down, picking up another knock there onto Kaiser. Xtreme Slayers looking to try to take this game. Yayuya tagging them up here. They don't really have nades. Nades going out towards their way, though. Avatar getting tagged up there. Legend gonna pick up the thirst there onto Team Ace's Kaiser. As Yayuya gonna continue playing the top side. Sara playing more on the back side here. So we shall see how this goes. Moso and Sour looking move around. Moso with the molly, so he could possibly throw it down there to keep the likes of Team Aces at bay and possibly pick up a knock or two. As Drago backing up, more nades going out. That's going to get a knock there. As Legend dropping down, going to get knocked in return by Moso. Yayuya playing on this backside here, waiting for his team to start pushing in so he can push in from the backside here. Sadara moving around with the S12. Sadara going to get that knock. That's Legend now pushing down with the DBS. The rest of Xtreme Slayers looking to push down here. As Sadara going to be eliminated, as that's going to be Xtreme Slayers eliminated. As RageBait as well going to be eliminated there from straight out on the Paul. Leon getting the 3-piece. I did see another team take a fight, but I guess not. Dauntless going to be a trio here. Just Klaus, XB3, and Panda. No Casper or Bob I see making it in. But having 2 games already, being good on their side. GNX losing Rive. Golden Eagles losing Riven. Skills of mine looking to make the push in. Trying to make sure Golden Eagles get eliminated here. But they're also looking for a good game themselves. Not really starting off well with the first 2 games. Looking to clear out this compound. GNX and the open top UAZ looking around. They have yet to move into QB's building. As he has teammates up on top. Dies and Fear. They're going to hear ZeroFoxGiven AC nearby. Shoyoung going to be a little AFK here. Not really clearing out this compound. QB being in the closet right now with a pump, laying low for the moment here. That skills of mind. Gonna look to make the push out. Silas gonna be looking to move up the hill here. Fear gonna be in the little tower there, so Silas needs to be careful. Fear laying low. M4 with a 3x. So he might be able to look to take some shots onto Silas here. That's almost there. And Dope Esports getting into it. Dope Esports up 3 elimination. Losing Drago already. Narjar low on HP. So needs to be a little careful here. As Tensa and Havoc now looking to make the push down here. To maybe try and save their teammate. Narjar bleeding out here. Tensa gonna look to save him here. That's 0-2, not too far. Baton possibly going to spot him out there as they're setting behind a tree. He's pushing up. He heard the shots. He wants to move up. Silas going to get knocked there by Golden Eagles as well. That's Baton's. Now it's going to start hearing almost there. He's going to hear Meowie moving out and about here. Baton gonna possibly start taking some shots towards him. As he does spot Zoom. Zoom's gonna spot him beforehand though. And look for the thirst immediately as 0-2. Gonna be moving in here slowly. As now they have a Murado. Zoom gonna be right in front of them. Wancho and Coops pushing up onto Zoom. Zoom's gonna get knocked there by Coops. As Meowie just up ahead. As the rest of Dope looking to push up onto Frozen. Narjar gonna get knocked there. Frozen holding a DBS. Havoc gonna look to hold out a nade right now. As Frozen's looking for the thirst there. Nades going out. Tensa looking to push up as well. Narjar trying to not to be thirsty there, but gonna be right next to the wide open. Havoc continue throwing these nades out. Gonna be playing on the side of 0-2 right now. As Tensa's gonna get knocked there. Now just down to Havoc. Havoc, that's gonna be it for almost there. Frozen with a 3-piece onto Dope Esports. Now 0-2 gonna look towards Frozen as Wiz is the last one alive. Frozen gonna just bleed out right now. Skills of Mind continuing on their fight with Golden Eagles. Golden Eagles losing another player there. As Silas was eliminated. Shoyoung, AZ, and GNX last 3 up here right now. ZeroFoxGiven and XForce looking to get into a fight as well here. As they're looking to continue on with the fight. So see how this continues to go. Valak going to look to take some shots there. Frozen going to get thirsted. Now just down to Wiz. Almost there. ThirdEye. Third party in the fight here. On to Golden Eagles and Skills of Mine. Flip. Going to get knocked there by AZ. Now just down to Chills and Gucci here. Fear going to get knocked and thirsted there. That's QB. Last player up. ZeroFoxGiven and XForce continuing on. ZeroFoxGiven taking another knock. That's going to be the kid. Valak low on HP as well. Getting knocked by Jazzy, or actually AZ. ZZ getting the run over onto Chills. AZ going to get knocked there. That's the rest of XForce pushing up. Fate with the S12 bot holding off on his own. As now XForce going to be looking for the resets here. The kid bleeding out. Remix on the wide here. Looking towards Jazzy right now. ZeroFoxGiven just down to Jazzy right now. Remix looking for that elimination onto them as well. That's Jazzy trying to get out of there now. As Remix gonna look for the rotation here onto Jazzy. They want the final elimination here. They want all 4 eliminations onto ZeroFoxGiven. As now they do spot Jazzy driving out, and Remix picking up that final elim. As now we're going to head back over here. Skills of Mine. Trio, 4 eliminations. Looking towards Gucci and Kubi's way. Possibly getting the elims. Kubi watching them right now. Shoyoung needs to be careful being in that open top, as QB has his eye on him. Skills of Mine just going to pass by. Do they hear the footsteps? They're going to focus on making their rotation. 0-2 looking for Wiz right now. Coops does have some cover from Wancho. Wiz in the truck. Does Wiz have any nades to throw on to Wancho? Because he could get a knock and thirst immediately with the 2 nades he has. Salty on top here. Looking on the backside. Down to top 11 teams right now. Losing a couple here. Already has now Rain looking to get into a fight. Zenetsu going to get a knock, but getting knocked in return there. Straight on the paw. Looking to take the fight with Rain. Bot going to get knocked there as well. Centron looking for the revive onto Bama Boys Leon. Getting shot at in the back. That's going to be Xtreme Slayers. He's going to look to heal up immediately now. As Wolf up on the hill. Going to look to rotate down to get the revive onto Zenetsu. But Zenetsu going to get thirsty there by Bama Boys. Leon looking to cook up a nade to throw on to Bama Boys. And Centron. Centron going to get knocked there. Bama Boys healing up. Leon looking to throw some smokes out and about, so he can try and throw some more util out. Leon aware of the smoke. Bama Boy's gonna get knocked, but that's gonna be Leon getting knocked. Wolf picking up those knocks and thirsts. Gonna look to try to get the revive onto his teammate. As Freaky looking towards Echo to try and help out as they pick up those 3 eliminations onto Rain. Xtreme Slayers trying to make their way up. Skills of Mine being taken out as well there by XForce. XForce picking up another few eliminations. Xtreme Slayers making their way up onto the hill. Straight out on the paw. 4 eliminations already. Nades going out their way. Moso avoiding that nade there. Straight on the paw. Looking to hold off right now. Leon going to take the tower. Take some shots towards Moso. 0-2 going to be leaving Wiz on the bridge. As this next zone going to be closing in. Boot Camp being the center of zone. Dauntless still across right now. Maybe going to be looking across by Echo. Going to be right in front of them though, so they do need to be a little careful. Klaus is going to spot Echo out. And look for this first elimination here for the team as the rest of Dauntless. They're going to look to try and clear out this compound as Echo taking some shots there. As Echo low on HP. Dark going to spot him out, running around. And look for that eliminate on to Echo. Going to look to pull the nades here to get it confirmed. Echo going to try to stay behind the tree. Echo getting tagged up by that one. Dark. Going to look to use this UAZ right now. And maybe push with him and Panda. Don't know where Klaus really went. Klaus taking the backside actually of Echo here. As Echo moving towards the warehouse. Klaus possibly going to spot him out here soon. But don't know for sure. He's playing behind the rock for now. Klaus looking around for now. Gonna hop in the buggy. Gonna look to rotate. Is he gonna spot Echo behind that rock there? As he does. He's gonna look to move into the warehouse. Does Echo know that Klaus is here? Or does Klaus even know where Echo is? As XP3 gonna get knocked by Echo. Now just down to Panda. Guess Klaus didn't see Klaus there. As Panda, last one alive here. As Echo possibly gonna be looking for the thirst. Panda looking for the nade onto Echo there. It's gonna be off. Echo gonna look for the thirst on the Klaus. Klaus moving around the tree there. But Echo trying to not get eliminated here. So he's playing behind the rocks here. Panda gonna start rotating here up the hill as Klaus staying behind the tree. Echo trying to get that thirst there. Dark looking to heal up right now as Klaus does get eliminated. Dark does get fully healed. Echo being the last one alive for Rain. Picking up another Elim as ThirdEye. That's going to be Gucci not too far away. Possibly going to look to the third party if Dauntless picks up that Elim. Dark going to be looking to cook up a nade to throw towards Echo's way. As that's going to be Rain fully eliminated. Panda picking up that elimination. Now just down to a duo. Zone looking to favor on to boot camp there. 0-2 up on the hill right now. 3 eliminations. As Xtreme Slayers looking to take the center of zone right now as well here. So I'll see how that looks to continue to play out for them. As they are looking to hold this. But we shall see. Probably are going to pick up that gas can there. They're looking to set it up for possibly maybe for a crash to blow up these players if they push in. So we shall see how that goes. They hold the center, setting the gas cans up, making sure not to blow them up themselves. As GNX hearing those shots a little bits away. Dauntless making their way in. XForce making their way into boot camp. 9 eliminations. Is this going to be their game here? 24, Fate, Valak, and Remix with the 9 eliminations. But we shall see as Panda and Dark making their way along the edge. So yeah. XForce going to look to continue pushing around. Top 6 here. Frankie, not Freaky. Going to be the last one alive here for Straight on NEPAL. Throwing a smoke out there as he has one more. Don't really know why he's wasting his smoke there, but who knows? We shall just see. As the zone does close in, it is going to start doing a little more damage here as well. So these players, or Frankie in general, is going to need to be careful as players are going to be looking maybe towards his way And him taking all that damage isn't going to be what he wants. XForce now looking towards 0-2. As Frankie making his way in towards boot camp as well. It's going to have to be careful of Dauntless and XForce. Xtreme Slayers looking towards the likes of 0-2. DBS is being pulled out. Poppy Sour going to get knocked there. That's going to be 0-2. Clearing out Xtreme Slayers. Coops up to 5 eliminations. And Salty with 1. Baton going to be eliminated there as well. XForce looking their way, picking up their 10th elimination as Dauntless make their way into the warehouse. GNX Esports making their way in as well along the ridgeline. They still have 2 in the compound, so just be careful here as they look to try and make their way in behind 0-2. Dauntless just holding the warehouses. 1 elimination so far to their name. XP3 and Panda. Panda holding their 1 elimination. Frankie slowly making his way in behind XForce. He has not much cover here, so he's going to have to be careful. As 0-2 going to get knocked there by 24K. That's going to be Wancho getting knocked. That's now XForce going to look to try and start playing aggressive. 24K going to get knocked. And Thirsted there possibly as 12. Being pushed up here. GNX pushing up onto Dauntless. As that's going to be Ski there. Panda and Dark going to look to throw the util out. Dark especially there. Smokes and Needs going out there. Ski going to get blown up, but staying alive due to the car. Ski's going to get knocked and Thirsted there, but Dark going to look for that thirst. Frankie still on the backside of XForce. Fate not spotting him out there. Frankie still alive. Possibly going to be able to pick up this elimination onto Fate. Not spotting him out. As Fate's going to be moving his way. Fate's going to get knocked. As now the rest of XForce going to be looking his way. 24K, low on HP. The zone pushing in. Valak more on the right side of Frankie. Frankie needs to be careful. As that's going to be straight out of the Nepal. Eliminated. Dauntless now making their way in here as well. Pushing up on towards XForce's way. Panda going to get knocked. Now just down to Dark here. Right next to Remix. Remix possibly cooking up a nade. As Dark going to look to heal up here. Dark now taking some shots towards Remix. Remix going to get that elimination. No, that's going to be 0-2. As Wancho does get knocked there by GNX. Zone looking to not favor any of these players, but 0-2 with the more close side here. As GNX do need to move out of cover as well as XForce. They're getting the reset on to Wancho right now. One of these players need to at least be watching XForce as they're trying to make their way in. XForce up to 12 eliminations. Looking to use their smokes now to give them some cover to move out. No vehicles just yet. Fate being eliminated. Now it is a 3v3, v2. Salty going to be looking to cook up some needs here to throw towards Tempa's way. 38 going to get knocked there. Possibly going to get thirsted. Now XForce going to try start making their way out. Getting closer towards the edge. Coop spraying through the smokes. Going to get the knock onto Remix. And Thirst immediately. Now just down to Valak and 24K. Coops looking through the grass. Going to look to start shooting through it as well. Picking up a knock there onto 24K. Now just down to Valak. Valak, last one alive for XForce. He is going to get spotted there by Coops. Coops getting that final elimination. 9 eliminations to their name. 38 going to get thirsted there. Coops with 10 eliminations to their name. As that's going to be 0-2. Taking their first win of the night. And picking up 12 eliminations. Coops with 10 of those eliminations. GNX Esports going out in second with 0. XForce going out in third with 12. Dauntless going out in fourth with 2. Straight Island Paul going out in fifth with 7. Xtreme Slayers going out in 6th there with 4. ThirdEye going out in 7th with 1. Almost there. Going out in 8th with 4. Rain going out in 9th with 2 eliminations. Missing out my top 8 there. not being as consistent as the first two games. So now we're going to take a look at the rest of the results here. Then stars of the match. 4 Sexy Frogs. Under the first team eliminated with 1 elimination to their name. Now let's take a look at stars of the match. Coops going all out there with 10 elimination. And then Fates with the best companion. And then the Blue Zone with the finisher for this third game, as we will be right back for the last and final game. So we're going to be heading back into Erangel, so do stay tuned for that, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, we're gonna be getting into game number 4 here, the very last game of the night here. As you've seen, we see Dauntless pick up 2 wins. We've just seen 0-2 pick up their first win and taking the 3rd game. So let's see who's looking to take the last game. Are we gonna see Dauntless take the last errand go, or are we gonna see another team take it? Maybe even see the likes of 0-2 pick up their 2nd win. And yeah, but we shall see how this goes and see if anybody can take Dauntless out of 1st place right now. 51 points, 20 points difference between them and 0-2. So we shall see how that goes as we wait for everybody to get into the room here for the very last game. We are missing a couple teams, or maybe one team, but like we are missing a few players. So yeah. Let's see how this last game's gonna go, especially due to it being the last game. We might see the likes of it going a little quicker than usual than the other games, but shall wait and see. But best of luck to these teams in this last game, and see who is going to be looking to take it. Not surely who we are waiting for right now, but I know we are waiting on players. MANIC's not full squad. Team Ace is a trio right now. MANIC trio, Dope a trio. RageBait a duo. Missing a player. Guess we're going in with 62 players, chat. So we shall see how this goes, how quickly this game is going to end, and yeah. Last game, here we go. Alrighty. Let's see how this game goes, chat. Since it is the very last one. It is going to just start just right above Zohnny there, going all the way down towards Primorsk. A lot of these spots to the southeast, they're not going to be reachable, but more the west side, going to be more teams possibly looking to land in that area, but we shall see if they look to do so and where they're going to be looking to land, where the fights are going to happen, and just see how it goes. by the looks of it, we do have a couple teams towards Zohnny. By the looks of it, we have 4 teams. We have 4 Sexy Frogs, Rain. Bot going to be looking to get the first elimination there. Bama Boy's going to get knocked there by ThirdEye, as well as Sting. Or, no, straight out on the Paul over here. Frankie eliminated there as well. Mr. Flash with them, with the likes of Rock with them as well. We have 4 teams here in Zohnny looking to share the loot. Mr. Flash looking towards Kenju with the crossbow there. Kuda John needs to be a little careful there because Mr. Flash looking for a clip. Xtreme Slayers and GNX Esports looking to get into it as well. Kuda John avoiding the crossbow shots there. Let's head on over here towards Xtreme Slayers, looking to take South George for themselves. That's Flip getting a knock there. Flip going to get knocked in return as well. That's going to be Bot picking up that knock. Rain going to look to start playing aggressive now. Bot low on HP. Bot going to get knocked there by IQZ. ThirdEye pushing up slowly here. Just down to Lock and Mr. Flash in a 4v2 here. 3 eliminations already. Looking to maybe pick up 2 more. Make it 5 and maybe look even to clear out the rest. As 4 Sexy Frogs are just a duo here. And then Rain as a trio. Lock going to get knocked there. ThirdEye looking to make the push up here. Taken out Lock. Now just down to Mr. Flash. He has a pump and a crossbow. So these shots are going to have to matter. Echo going to get knocked to IQZ. Flash just holding the stairs right now with his pump and crossbow. As 0-2 and Dauntless looking to get into the fight as well. As they're both looking to take the fight for first place. 0-2 needed to take out Dauntless to even have a chance for that first place. Xtreme Slayers and Dope Esports looking to get into it as well. As no one's looking to push up the stairs towards Mr. Flash for the meantime. We're going to head on over here towards Xtreme Slayers. As they're looking to play aggressive for here towards towards Dope actually. Phoebe and Tensa. Gulang going to be looking to get revived. Legend takes some shots towards the likes of Tensa there as Jayuya and Moso going to be looking to push up. As Moso gets knocked there by Phoebe. Moso going to be looking to heal up. Phoebe bits away M4 and UMP. So let's try to see how this goes between the two. As Chills does get knocked there by the likes of Mr. Flash. Mr. Flash going to get eliminated as Rain and 4 Sexy Frogs looking to continue on their fight. As now it's down to IQZ. Echo going to get thirsted there. Now just down to Bot and Ghost. With the AK, that's going to be Bot winning the 1v1, 1 HP. As now ThirdEye going to possibly looking at third party that fight. Dauntless looking to get out of North George. Panda low on HP. At 0-2 looking to chase down right now. Panda 1 HP. Klaus and Casper need to try to make something happen here. As now they're going to look to start playing aggressive. Casper pushing towards Coops. As Coops does get knocked. Casper going to get knocked in return and thirsted immediately. Klaus looking towards their way. Tagging up Baton there. Now, is he going to spot Wancho laying in the grass there? As Panda going to look to come and help. Wancho is laying in the grass there. Klaus is going to look to cook up a nade and throw it towards their way. Going to throw it long. Is it going to land there? As it does hit. Coops low on HP. Klaus, do you have another nade? As Baton driving left there. Getting tagged up. Bot going to get eliminated there by ThirdEye. Dauntless trying to survive right now. I do wish Klaus had another need to throw towards Wancho and Coops to try and pick up the double knock. Panda going to look to use their car. Not much gas in the car, but Panda might look to have some as they're looking to get out of there. Gonna run out of gas here soon. Gonna look to play the rock. Baton slowly pushing up. Klaus is gonna get knocked there. Now just down to Panda. 0-2. Looking to take him out. Salty still in North George. As Baton's gonna look to start using nade here soon. As Panda's gonna get the full reset here on Baton. Gonna start taking those shots towards Baton there. Baton gonna get knocked there by Panda. As now Klaus and Panda gonna look to start to get out of there. Panda and Klaus low on HP. As that's gonna be Dauntless eliminated. As Baton's gonna be looking to be revived. Gonna head over here towards XForce. Losing Valak already. Golden Eagles versus XForce once again. Phoebe helping out Dope Esports now against ZeroFoxGiven. As AZ does get knocked. Phoebe's the last player alive here for Dope Esports. 11 teams, 37 alive. We came in here with 62. Phoebe with the nade, looking to throw it towards Legends' way. Gonna tag him up there, almost getting the knock. Gonna look to push up as Legend. Gonna get knocked there by Phoebe, but Moso gonna be right next to him and get that final elimination. As Yayuya and Granny's here. Gonna pick up the knock on to bot now. Xtreme Slayers still a little split. Poppy Sour still in a hospital. Looking towards ZeroFoxGiven. As now 0-2, maybe looking to take a fight with Skills of Mine. The Skills of Mine take him out now. Gonna be looking to help out Dauntless with possibly keeping first place. Coop's gonna be tagging up Shoyoung with Skills of Mine. Picking up that free Elam onto Salty. Gonna be looking to rotate around. So, are they gonna be the team to help out Dauntless keep in first place? Golden Eagles and XForce continuing on. GNX might be looking to take this fight with Skills with 0-2 as MANIC driving by there. The duo with 2 alive. Skills of Mine wrapping around 0-2 right now. Silas still up on the hill. Coops down on the ridge. MANIC looking towards Skills of Mine right now. Shoyoung gonna be looking towards their way as well. Spotting Astro and Vortex. Vortex gonna get into the Glacia there. Skills of Mine taking 2 different fights. ZZ gonna look to cross the road just from Coops there. Coops is on that rock there. GNX is aware that he's over there due to the car. Needs to be careful not to get knocked. As he's gonna look to maybe try to cross the bridge. GNX, it's really not the smartest idea here. As AZ gonna look to help out. Baton gonna get knocked there from the likes of Silas. And AZ looking to help out. Take out 0-2 as they're right up ahead. Wancho gonna look to run away from the reset. AZ taking some damage from hitting the ground there. Needs to be careful. Wancho getting tagged up. As Baton's going to get thirsted there. Wancho on the tree. AZ watching that. Wancho turning around onto Silas. Wancho low on HP. Wancho going to get knocked there by GNX. As now AZ might be looking to help out Silas. Now just down to Coots for 0-2. Can the likes of Skills of Mine take out Coops here? As Coops is the last from 0-2. Dauntless needs him to take him out to try and continue to take the win. As Vortex gonna spy there by GNX. GNX gonna get knocked there. This isn't what Skills of Mine needs. Not going for the reset onto Silas. AZ on the wraparound, getting the knock onto Vortex. As Silas gonna more than likely die here. Coops gonna maybe look to help out onto that fight on MANIC and the likes of Skills of Mine. Looking to use not first aids, bandages. Wancho still bleeding out right now. AZ low on HP. AZ gonna look to use a med kit as Wancho does bleed out. Now just down to Coops. 6 eliminations. They need over 20 right now. AZ gonna look to move. Maybe look to get the likes of ZZ. But AZ gonna move around. Vortex gonna get reset. Looking to heal up. Coop's gonna look to hop in his car and get out of Dodge right now. As maybe MANIC are going to take some shots towards his way. As he's going to look to move. Xtreme Slayers and ZeroFoxGiven looking to take a fight. Just down to Legend and Sour. ZZ going to go out. Almost there in GNX Esports taking a fight. Jazzy and Bot last two. Poppy, Sour, and Legend the last two as well. AZ not being the one to help out. His teammates fully there, but looking to push up onto MANIC right now. 1v2 situations needs. And Molly's coming his way. Gonna avoid the Molly. Gonna throw a nade towards Astro though. Astro down to 1 HP. AZ throwing the nade to his way. Not gonna get the knock though there. Now AZ gonna look to continue moving backwards. Coops need to move in. Top 9 here. They need 20 points. Can Coops pick up another 14 elims? Vortex gonna get eliminated. Actually knocked as AZ gonna be eliminated. Skills of Mine fully eliminated there. As now we're in the top 8. Coops more than likely need to wipe out the rest of the lobby right now to try and get the win fully for their team. As ThirdEye on the ridge here, looking to take the fight with GNX Esports. XForce making their way in as well. As a duo, 3 eliminations on to Remix. GNX Esports gonna take a knock there by Kudajan. ThirdEye gonna be looking to play aggressive here. Flip gonna look to start pushing up here. He has 6 nades. All he's got to do, throw him on the roof there to possibly get a knock or thirst. As he does get there, they're going to look to hop on top there. Damage being done right now. Kudajan still on the ridge line. Flip going to look to throw another one. Gucci going to get knocked there by Timpa. That nade's going to connect on to 38. Ski on top. Timpa going to get knocked as well. Ski running up and down on the stairs. 12 on the stairs as well. Chill's going to win that 1v1. Get knocked and thirsted there. Now just down to Ski. ThirdEye is going to be looking to throw some neutrals out onto the roof there. Chills and them being careful. ThirdEye up to 9 eliminations. Eliminations depleting for Coops to try and take the win. Nate's going to start going up. Flip going to throw a Molly. That Molly I do believe is going to go over the house there. Nades continuing to go out there as well. No more nades in the bags of these players so far. Kudajan trying to jump on the door there, but 38 looking his way. Gonna take some shots as the nade's gonna land on him from Flip. So that's gonna be GNX Esports eliminated. ThirdEye up to 11 eliminations now. Zone shifting all the way left there. Keeping these compounds over here from Milta and Milta Power in the zone. Now in the top 6 here. XForce making their way in as a duo. Golden Eagles as a solo. Coops as a solo for 0-2. MANIC, Xtreme Slayers, and ThirdEye. All 6 of these teams looking to make their way in. So let's see how this continues to play out. As of right now, I am sure that Dauntless has taken the win overall due to 0-2 needing 20 points. I mean, to even just tie, I mean, Coops looking to play aggressive here towards Remix. And Fate, Remix with the UMP, gonna push up onto Coops. Coops low on HP. Fate gonna get knocked there. Remix gonna throw a nade out, as well as he's looking to make the push onto Coops. Coops gonna get the 1v1 and take out Remix there. 7 eliminations, needing 13 more points as to get 20 here. But is he gonna be able to get those points? As he's now at 14. So if he does get second place, I mean, that's going to be 13 for sure, but the kills need to start coming in, as he needs 14. He needs the rest of the lobby here, so he needs to kill the whole ThirdEye team, MANIC as well as Fear. He has center of zone right now, so we shall see how that goes for him. As MANIC and ThirdEye now looking to take a fight. So that's going to be ThirdEye getting wiped out. Now just down to Xtreme Slayers, Golden Eagles, and Coops for 0-2. ThirdEye looking to take the last game here with a good amount of kills as well. Zone closing in here. Gonna be going to zone 4 here. 4 teams alive. Coops looking to move around as well, or just keep his car safe there in the compound. Shall wait and see here as the zone looking to shift all the way down south onto ThirdEye there, as Xtreme Slayers and Fear from Golden Eagles gonna have to move down towards that way. ThirdEye looking to spread out for the meantime. Chills is going to go for a drops. Poppy Sour gonna maybe spot him out there, or he's going to get spotted out. He's going to spot all these cars out here. Gucci moving around. I think he is aware of Coos being in this compound. As Fear is going to look to start moving out himself. 3 eliminations for the team. Not much they can do. Xtreme Slayers looking around. Flip. Setting in the car. I guess Xtreme Slayers don't spot him out, as they do hear the car from Chills moving up their way, as they're gonna not take some shots. Poppy Sour gonna look to hop in the buggy and let them know that this area is theirs and not for grabs. Kudajon being dead. Gucci takes some shots from Coops there, but ThirdEye possibly gonna look to maybe crash onto Coops or even chase down Fear there. Playing it a little too passive here. They have the man advantage onto all these teams. Xtreme Slayers being the only team close by with 2 players, Legend and Poppy Sour. As Fear does get eliminated there, as now ThirdEye possibly going to look to try and eliminate Coops here next, as if they're maybe aware of Coops possibly being a solo. 15 elims possibly could end up with 18 if they kill the rest of these players. Are they going to look to start playing aggressive towards Xtreme Slayers here next, as the zone is closing down here? We shall wait and see, as Flip is starting to lead the charge for now. Looking around the edge. Legend being spread out from Poppy Sour. They're looking around. They're wanting this fight. They want these kills. Zone does pop. Coops needs to make his way in. Legend possibly going to get spotted there by Flip. Flip going to be cautious here, as Chills and Gucci gonna move around. Flip stopping in the field there. Now switching around, driving around here still. Coops gonna look start making his way in, as Poppy Sour is gonna be in the area. He's gonna start hearing the car there. Poppy Sour gonna look to continue moving on, as Coops stops right behind him here. Gonna look to pull out a need, as Coops is looking to move up here. As Coops is also looking to hold a lead in his hand. As that's going to be 0-2. Eliminated there in 3rd place Poppy Sour picking up that Elam as Legend looking towards Chill's way. Now in a 2v3 situation. Poppy Sour going to be taking a 2v1 here. Nades coming his way, doing the damage. That's more nades looking to come out his way. Laying low on the side. Legend takes shots towards Chills. That's flipping Gucci. Looking his way as well. Poppy Sour going to boost up. He has 5 nades he could possibly use here as well. Onto Gucci and Flip to do some damage. To possibly even try to get a knock. He's going to look to reload his shotgun here as well. So, shall see how this goes. As Ike's up ThirdEye is going to look to grab another car here from the garage. Gucci grabbing a different Bugatti. Now looking to move out here. Playing it a little passive. Sour needs to make his way in here. He does have a card to do so. He's just waiting it out. Legend's going to be giving those concepts. Hey, they're moving around. I know it's not going to be in English, but that's definitely what he's saying. Hey, they're moving around. Wait it out. You can move now. As now they're going to hear Flip. As now the zone continuing to move south there. As now Xtreme Slayers needing to move in even more. Poppy Sour set it on the back there of the buggy. As Legend continues on with his shots towards the way of ThirdEye right now. As Flip low on HP. Legend taking those shots onto him, getting him to 1 HP there. Gonna make sure his coupe, or actually his Bugatti, not gonna be able to be drivable there. Now he's taking the shots towards Chills. Poppy Sour going to be looking to take the 1v1, throwing out a nade towards Gucci, getting him down half HP. Pushing up with the S12 versus the DBS. Which one is better? But that's going to be Gucci getting knocked by Poppy Sour. Poppy Sour going to be looking to heal up here. As Chills now looking to make the push. Xtreme Slayers taking the 2v3 here. Grabbing ThirdEye by the leg and taking the win right on them so far. Here, Flip 1 HP. Legend spraying the smoke down. Gucci gonna be bleed out. Poppy Sour gonna start throwing some smokes out as Chills does get knocked there. Gucci gonna get thirsted. Poppy Sour gonna look for this car here. That's now 9 eliminations between them here, as now he's gonna look to switch the seats. Low on HP, gonna get knocked there. Now it's just down to a 1v1. Flip versus Legend. Nate's gonna start coming out here from Legend towards Flip's way, who is gonna connect fully here. Legend using the rock to his advantage, as Flip needing to heal up as well. Flip looking to cook up another nade right now. Doesn't connect there. Legend still has one more nade, so he could possibly use it. 10 eliminations. 5-2 Legend now. As he's going to have to move here soon. As Flip barely missing from the nade. Smoke's going to start coming out here from Legend to start using them offensively. As Flip trying to heal up. Flip moving in the smoke. Gonna get tagged up there by Legend. Legend gonna get tagged up by the nade. He has 26 seconds. Needs to make a move here. Poppy Sour gonna be giving those comms out about where Flip is. Flip moving out to continue trying to throw some leads. Legend looking for the 1v1. As another nade comes out there in front of Legend. As ThirdEye is gonna take that game there. Almost Xtreme Slayers getting it there. But ThirdEye taking game number 4 with 17 eliminations. Xtreme Slayers taking second there with 10. 0-2 going out in third with 7. Golden Eagles going out in 4th there with 3. MANIC going out in 5th with 7. XForce going out in 6th there with 3. GNX Esports going out in 7th with 4. ZeroFoxGiven going out in 8th there with 2. Skills of Mine going out in 9th. Missing out on that top 8 with 3 eliminations. So now we're going to take a look at the rest of the results here. As RageBait is going to be the first team eliminated there. As now let's take a look at stars of the match. Legend going all out. 5 eliminations to his name. Astro going with best companion. And then the likes of Flip getting the finisher there for his team. So that's going to be the last game, as well as that's going to be it for me. Whenever the next Premier Titan Scrim practice is, I most likely probably be the one streaming. But with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys did enjoy the stream. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.